Welcome to today's 3D print. Here is my flag that I put on my car for Memorial Day. And here is a 3D printed mount I made. The way this works is this mount is a tight fit. This does not move, as you can see. These two bolts go through the mount just under the lip of the ball inside. So they're actually slightly touching it, which keeps this from moving anywhere. And the bolts are recessed into the plastic. Wing nuts, so you can do it by hand to take this on and off. 1-inch hole here for the flag, and this bolt goes through the flag, so you do need to drill a hole through your flagpole. Slide that in, bolt it in place. This keeps the flag from moving. Now, this here alone probably would break under a good enough gust of wind, so the way you do it is you need a second point of contact. So you take one of these rubber bungee straps, and you make it too short for the pole, and you wedge it underneath your trunk and hook it onto here, and this takes all of the force as this jiggles around. Doesn't let that force transfer into a shear force in your part, so it holds on nice and steady and doesn't go where it's not supposed to go. I'm going to pause this for a moment and remove this so that you can see the part itself. There's the hole I drilled through the flagpole so that it will attach itself to the mount. Here's the mount without the flagpole. As you can see, it rotates and it's simply attached by the bolts, which don't now make the opening on the bottom too small for the ball to pass through. This should fit a 2-inch ball as well. That's what I designed it for, but it turns out I only have 1 7/8" ball. If you want to get rid of this tiny bit of slop, what I would advise is running a bead of hot glue along the bottom of the part itself to act as like a washer, and that'll give you a little bit of shock absorption, but I don't think it's necessary. Once this thing is attached, flag inserted, and secured with the bungee, it's very firm. As you saw, it does not move or wiggle. And hang on a moment while I take this off. The hardware you need, I believe these are 3.5 and 2.5, however long you need to make sure it goes through. This is the flat sides. This is the bolt sides. They are sized to receive those bolts. I do have a crack here. That is where an existing layer separation occurred when it under extruded, like it did here. And that's where an existing one was. So I think for revision 3, I'm actually going to put 2 of these on here. I'm going to make this a little bigger and put 2 of these, one down here and one up here, so that there's 2 bolts going through the flag. And that'll make it a little hard to line it up at first. You gotta make sure you drill correctly, but that'll give 2 points of contact with the flag, so it can't jiggle so much. It'll transfer less actual shear force on one single point inside the print. Another thing I might do is just put a little bit of neoprene or some kind of just little foam padding around the pole itself, so that it's a tiny bit loose in here, because I want to hold whatever size pole I happen to have. But I think the 2 points of contact will take care of that. Otherwise, yeah, it worked out pretty good. I'm going to make a revision 3 of this. So this is available on Thingiverse. I will have the part number in the description so you can download it and print one out for yourself.